Week 10 quests are out on Fortnite, let's go. Bounce on a crash pad, a bouncy slurpshroom, and off-road tires in a single match. This one's not all that hard if you get a good setup for it. You'll want to be in the Reality Falls area since almost all the bouncy slurpshrooms are located here. I started off by landing at the nearby gas station to get my hands on off-road tires to start. From here, it's going to be a little bit luck-based, but do your best to open up as many chests as you can in the area and also really check the ground loot thoroughly for a crash pad. Once you get your hands on both of those, you guys can complete this quest pretty quickly by placing your off-road tires and crash pads next to a bouncy slurpshroom. Hit all 3 of these and then you'll be good to go. Damage 10 different objects with a spray of the Charge SMG. This one is actually really easy to complete if you guys can find yourself inside of a big room. While still here in Reality Falls, this cabin will do. And although there are a lot of objects in the room, the best part of this challenge is that the walls, the floors, and the ceilings all actually count as objects, and each panel of those would actually count as their own different object. So to complete this quest, just charge up your Charge SMG and then spin in a circle pretty much like I do here in the gameplay and just shoot everything in sight, and that should pretty much hit at least 10 or more things in that room completing this quest. Damage opponents within 10 seconds of dashing with a 0-point fish. This challenge is really simple as well, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, but an easy way to get damage on an opponent is by finding boars or wolves to deal damage for this quest. And of course, finding the 0-point fish for the other half of this quest can be a little bit luck based as well if you're just having a bad day, but it is a fairly common fish to find, and you can also find them in ice machines. And so simply enough, once you guys have found yourself a 0-point fish and also found yourself an enemy or maybe a boar or a wolf, go ahead and consume your 0-point fish and then just start constantly dashing towards your opponent and then hit them at least once, even if it's going to be for 1 damage. Once you do that, that quest is going to be completed. Damage an opponent with a DMR without aiming down sight. You'll need to deal 100 damage to an opponent using the DMR without aiming down sight. This is a good challenge you guys can actually chain with the previous quest for damaging opponents within 10 seconds of dashing with a 0-point fish, assuming that you guys can actually get your hands on both of these at the same time. And just like mentioned for the previous quest, you can damage a boar or a wolf to get this quest completed, but of course you'll need to accumulate 100 points worth of damage. Travel in a baller while on water. This challenge will be completed by traveling a total of 500 meters while in a baller on water. Most ballers are found at Rave Cave as here in the gameplay, but if you can find another location where not many people will go to, then do that. If you're trying to stay in a particular location, maybe because of the circle, or you're just not done looting yet, but for whatever the reason is, there is an easy way to get distance in the water without actually needing to go too far or leaving at all. As long as there is water around and you are in the water, you can actually just shoot your baller's plunger towards something like a rock or a tree, or in my case, these poles near the Rave Cave's entrance, and then move in that direction that you shot your plunger. Turn your camera and baller behind you and go back the other way, and if you guys do this enough times and with more distance between going back and forth, you can actually get this done pretty quickly. Eliminate a player with the first shot from a prime shotgun. This quest can be a little bit tricky, especially if you don't like using the prime shotgun. Of course, there are no weapons in Fortnite anymore that can one-shot kill anymore, and the prime shotgun is no exception. So you'll want to do damage to an opponent as much as possible and then try to finish them off as quickly as possible with the first shot of your prime shotgun. But of course, be sure that your prime shotgun is fully reloaded, or else it won't count if you use the second or third shot from that prime shotgun. An easier way to get this done is again by finding a boar or a wolf and one-shotting them with a prime shotgun. Drop the hammer assault rifle. This challenge is by far going to be the easiest challenge. However, it was the hardest for me to actually complete because it took a while since I actually couldn't find a hammer assault rifle for a good number of games, and it ended up just being somewhere late game that it was a ground looted common. But again, this might be one of the easiest challenges for this week, solely because you just have to find the hammer assault rifle and then pick it up and then either drop it from your inventory or just swap drop it with something that you're already holding like I do here in the gameplay. Pretty simple. And that's all for the week 10 quest, so I'll see you guys in a few days for week 11. The season is coming to a close soon, and we finally have surpassed over 200 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. So if you guys haven't entered the giveaway already, make sure you guys do so by dropping a like here on the video, subscribing with notifications on, and leaving a comment with your epic ID and what your favorite season Fortnite is. I'll also be making a dedicated giveaway video to announce it, so don't miss out on that chance to win either something from the item shop or a battle pass for this season if you still haven't gotten one already. But be sure to like and subscribe for more Fortnite content and tips, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Arts out.